planet is getting dirty and it is getting smelly. But not to worry, because the politicians have a solution to this problem. Most of them have one and only one answer, and that is called electric cars. What's interesting is that a large chunk of society agrees. So, in this EV-obsessed world, is driving this gorgeous Mercedes powered by a diesel engine a dirty sin? Are we adding fuel to the fire, literally? Or perhaps this car is a victim of dirty politics rather than dirty emissions?
1, 2, 3.
The bonnet. We've got a 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged diesel engine with 265 horses and 550 Nm of torque. This is actually a mild hybrid because we've got a small electric motor which gives us 20 horses. But as with all mild hybrids, we don't combine the power. The electric motor is here to improve our fuel economy and to reduce the turbo lag. Now, this is an all-wheel drive model. Depending on the market you're in, you might not have it. For example, in the UK, only rear-wheel drive option is available, and it starts from just over £53,000. I think it's actually reasonably well priced. And that's enough about the numbers under the bonnet. Let's check the boot space. 455 litres of space. The shape of the boot is not the most practical, but it's also typical for saloons. We've got additional storage space under floor, useful hooks, and if you need to fold the back seats, well, it happens very, very fast. And of course, to close it, you just press the button. And that's enough about the boot space. Being a backseat passenger is surprisingly really pleasant. I've got plenty of knee room, very good headroom. I've traveled in this car as a passenger. I have enjoyed it. Middle seat, don't really bother because you've got this huge hump here, but for 2 even tall adults, this space is perfect. I do like the cabin, and I love this color combination. Blue on the outside, brown, a bit of black on the inside. I have become such a fan of brown interiors recently. I just find them to be a bit more interesting, a bit warmer than traditional cold and plain black. The quality of the materials, the fit and finish is very good here. The steering wheel feels good in your hands, the shortcut buttons, bit of a mumbo jumbo to start with, but I promise you, with a bit of time and patience, you got this because it's actually quite simple. Left side operates the digital driver's display, right side operates this vertical screen. I mean, it's a German car, it's got to make sense. Now, speaking of digital driver's display, you can change the layout. Let's go for understated. Well, it's quite understated, I suppose. Then there's also navigation. For example, we've got entire map in the front of you. I mean, the graphics are amazing. Wow. I keep it in sport because it makes me feel more alive. On to practicality. Large bottle of water it is. You can easily fit it in the door bin. You've got more storage space down here. Pop that bottle in here. These cup holders do expand so that your drinks don't travel and don't spill. Wireless mobile charging, it's all hidden down there. So if you've got secrets, safe and sound. 2 USB-C ports, more storage space down here, another 2 USB-C ports. We've got 4. Wow, you can plug in all your devices. glove box, medium size. Personally, I don't actually use glove box, but that's just me. You can close this pocket. This gets a little bit stained with my dirty fingers. All right. Now, I like the seating position because you can sit quite low, which is unusual in cars nowadays, even in coupes. You're sitting quite high up like that. I mean, the adjustment range here is quite extensive, so I do appreciate it. Traditional gear lever, well, traditional in American way, but if you're doing a lot of maneuvering in and out of car parks, this is very handy because it's just located here instead of going back and forth, back, reverse drive, reverse drive, reverse drive. You don't want to do that, do you? Now, I like the seats. You also have seat kinetics. Let me activate it. That'll put me at ease and I'll be a little bit nicer. Now, these are brilliant on long distance journeys. And this is the perfect car for long distance journeys, of course. Now, MBUX system, together with the iDrive from BMW, in my opinion, these two are top infotainment systems available on the market. I mean, the system is beautiful, it's quick, straightforward, very, very intuitive. Look how quickly it responds to the touch of my finger. I can zoom in, zoom out. Oh, this seat massage is really good. I really like it. You can, of course, plug in your iPhone or your Android if you don't like it, but quite frankly, how could you not like it? And besides, you're paying for something, you might as well use it, right? So the system itself, you see, it's straightforward. There you go. Really, really good. Comfort, you've got, of course, ambient lighting. You can change the colors. You've got 29. My goodness gracious me. But it's just too bright to show it to you how it looks. Okay, very good. This color combination I like. Very much so. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think Mercedes has absolutely nailed the cabin with the C-Class. I'm going to launch it and measure the acceleration. Let's burn some fuel. So the declared 0 to 100 is 5.9 seconds. Rather ambitious. Okay, sport mode activated. There's no special button I can press to boost my ego and my performance. So it's just me and my gorgeous Mercedes. Foot on the brake, foot on the throttle. Come on, you German beauty. Let's go on a little journey. Feels pretty quick, and the gearbox is also quick and smooth. If you think about it, 9 gears. When life gives you too many options, it's easy to get confused. It's not the case here. It's one smooth operator, but how quick is this operator? 6.04. Not bad. The top speed is 250 kilometers an hour. The C-Class is very comfy to drive. You don't really feel bumps, potholes, imperfections. It is all very smooth and silky. And I am riding on large 19-inch alloys. We are also very quiet, peaceful. This diesel engine is very civilized. There's no nasty rattle coming through. Back in the day, yes, I'm this old, when it came to diesel engines, it was the French that were manufacturing engines with the most impeccable menace. Well, the Germans have certainly caught up, if not excelled. Now you hop on the motorway, you're not shy with speed, there's no tire noise, there's no wind noise. It is such a relaxing and lovely long distance cruiser. And bloody cheap. So the declared fuel economy is 5.5 liters. Yesterday, driving through a congested city and a motorway, I was able to get below this figure. And on a single fuel tank, I can drive 1,300 kilometers. That is 800 miles. Now, when it comes to the range and driving a very premium all-wheel drive saloon, tell me, does it get better than this? Off the top of my head, I can't think of another car that's better than this. The steering is responsive, it's not too light, so it's boring, it's not too stiff, so it's tiring, it is just right. Maneuvering is in and out of car parks is easy. We've got a good turning circle, good all-round visibility, big rear window, and of course, cracking cameras. Now, when you take the C-Class on a twisty road, it handles very well. You feel what is happening with this car at all points in time. And in my opinion, a saloon will always handle better than an SUV, unless of course it's a performance SUV, but even that is a bit debatable. And there is a simple answer to it: physics. Now, what about the throttle response? I'm going to plant my foot. My foot, as we all know, is borderline obese. Very good. I do like the character of this diesel engine very much. I'm going to pop you into sport mode for this healthy, delightful dose of energy. Exactly what I expect from a car like this. It is very hard to fault the driving dynamics of the C-Class. It gives me everything I need from a saloon. I absolutely love this car. Small disclaimer, I'm actually not getting paid to say it, because I work with press departments, not marketing departments, and that is a big difference. But if I think the product is good and it can serve your needs, then by all means, I want to help you and I want to influence you. In addition, the C-Class is elegant, it is so classy. And in this day and age, I think ever so underappreciated, because most people just want a big SUV, and that's fine. But is driving this diesel-powered vehicle a sin? Well, driving an electric car on regular long-distance journeys at motorway speed certainly is. Precisely where this car fills the gap. And exactly why driving this political sin feels oh so good. Because I know I'm right. And that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I wish you a wonderful day, whatever that you're up to, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.